So, you want to know 5 facts about me, do you? Well, what have we got? Ooh, I'm a very boring person, so let's try and think about facts. Okay, here we go. My degrees. I have a degree in physics. I specialised in particle physics, and I got a pass for my degree because I spent most of my 3rd year asleep due to depression, and only passed my degree at all because I got a first in my experimental work. So here's a big tip for you. If you're having problems at university, go and see the university, go and see your tutor, go and see the dean of your college, go and see whoever you need to, someone that can help you out, rather than do what I did, which was stay in bed for a year. Literally. And that's all I can say about that one. My other degree is a law degree, and I should be picking that up in May next year when I finish my exam in, good grief, my exam is in, at the moment, 6 days, and that's going to be really stressful. But yeah, I've been spending the last 5 years doing a law degree by correspondence through the Open University, which I would recommend to anyone because you can do your degree as well as work. And in the current economic climate, you need to work. So correspondence courses, I will follow them all the way. I've just mentioned depression. That's a good one for 5 facts. I am bipolar. I get manic phases where I'll start huge amounts of projects and usually not get all of them finished, but I will try and get as many finished as I can. And then other times I will just go to bed and not get up and not do a lot of work. There was a period, like at university, where I just didn't do any work for ages, and I had to work really hard afterward to claw back all my finances from that, because when I got into depression, then the motivation to do anything isn't there. And it's really bad, but medication can help that, and so can learning to think right. Cognitive behavioural therapy, it's called. And it does a lot of good to get you back on track once problems come up. 3rd fact. I used to be a civil servant. I used to work for Her Majesty's government here in Britain, and I was bored out of my mind for the entire time that I was there. If you've ever heard about council tax in Britain, I was one of those annoying people who valued houses for council tax, and it was one of the worst jobs I ever had. Fact 4. I have a mixed connective tissue disease, which is a kind of autoimmune disease, which means if I go out in sunlight, my immune system will attack me. And that caused a lot of problems when I was out of work because I had to be outside a lot. I didn't know I had the disease at the time. I got very ill, and I ended up getting fired from my work because I was constantly ill. I've sued the department because of that, and I won and got my job back on appeal, but they decided that actually they didn't need another person. They'd found they could work out very well without me, so I ended up getting compensation instead of my job back, which was alright because it meant I could pay for my law degree, but it was annoying at the same time because it meant I had to find another job. So there you go. That's fact number 4. Fact number 5. I produce webcomics. I have the oldest webcomic from Britain, and it is the 17th oldest webcomic in the world. I didn't actually get into webcomics to get into webcomics. I didn't even get into webcomics to make a career out of making comics. I had family that lived abroad, and I wanted them to see the drawings that I'd made, so I put them on the internet, and lo and behold, it turned out to be that's what webcomics are. So there you go. I got into webcomics. I was in the top 20 of the first webcomics, purely by accident. But what can you do? These things sometimes happen. So there you go. Fact number 5. Accidentally produced one of the world's oldest webcomics. So there you go. That's my 5 facts. Let's pick another topic. You may have noticed that I'm tone deaf. That could have been one of my facts, but it wasn't, so there. Pick a topic, otherwise I'll just keep doing this until my hands fall off again. Poof.